In this context, I'd have to say I'm the faker of NA.
Especially worried after what Sven said, where you guys were really giving them a confidence boost in scrims.
We were able to get that one win off of them. Usually it's 0-6. So being able to go 1-5 versus them is like...
Did you play Nidalee week 1? I don't think you did, right?
I literally have like a 70-something% win rate on Nidalee. You know.
I'm joined with Contractz. Definitely not take 2 because I accidentally muted the audio. I'll just repeat the question real quick that I started off, which is you and Palafox went to rival high schools, which is like the NA version of deft and faker. So would you say you're the deft or the faker in this situation?
In this context, I'd have to say I'm the faker of NA. But you know, faker is faker. No one can compare to him. But I started playing before Palafox, and I believe deft also debuted after faker, quite a bit after. I could be misremembering, but I think in that order.
All right, the NA faker it is. I was asking you about Zyra jungle and how I like to play her into dive, but you guys actually picked dive into Zyra. You picked the Diana, the Kai'Sa, the Alistar, and you were kind of telling me about the logic behind that.
Yeah, so I've been playing Diana a bit recently, and I mean, she's just pretty good versus immobile carries, and um, it's a matchup where obviously you don't farm as fast as Zyra, but you can definitely keep pace a little bit, and um, you know, Zyra is very immobile. Obviously, she has her plans in her range, and if she positions well, then you know she can always be safe. But um, I think the main trigger for me was seeing the TF as well, and I think you know I definitely will just have windows of opportunity in the game to punish flashless carries and just mobile carries.
All right, so what was happening with your ults? Because there were a couple of them where we're like, oh no.
I don't know. I mean, it happens, right? Sometimes you just miss your ult, sometimes you just whiff your buttons, and that game was one of those games.
One of those games. Kobe the caster, he is known as the faithful of NRG, the one who shows no doubt, the unwavered, so to speak. And he's
Mhm.
jumping off the energy train, which is quite worrying for NRG fans. I know it's only 2 games, but that's like what, almost a third of all the games that you guys are playing. Is there a sense of urgency, or do you guys just feel like, hey, trust the process? It's only like two matches.
I mean, every match for sure counts. I think for us as a team, we're just trying to take the positives away from this match. I think our last series, we kind of looked pretty lifeless, and I think this was, you know, in this last week of practice was a solid step in the right direction. And you know, we're just gonna keep trying our best to build on this as well. Obviously, we would have loved to win today, but I think it's a better showing than last week, and I think if we just keep writing this process, that it'll be good.
All right, still having a little bit of faith. I was also especially worried after what Sven said, where you guys were really giving them a confidence boost in scrims. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, they kind of gave us a confidence boost as well because we were able to get that one win off of them. Usually it's 0-6. So being able to go 1-5 versus them is like it's a good confidence boost for us too. You know, we can still beat LCS teams.
all right, we're improving. We're moving up. Oops. I have a quick game to play with you. So, I have a bunch of players that I want you to rank. I'm only going to give you 5 of them, but I have like a big list. They're like some retired players, some like NA, EU, LCK, like all around the world. And I've numbered them all. And so I'm just going to pick a random number. And I want you to rank them 1 through 5, 1 being the best, but you won't know who's coming up next. So you get the name and then rank it immediately.
I think these TikTok trends. I got this.
Okay, awesome. I should have just mentioned the TikTok trend. So let's start with Lehens.
We'll put him at 2. Lehens is really crazy good.
All right, we'll put him at 2. We got Viper from Hollow Life.
We'll put him at 4.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I'm banking on getting some top tier players coming soon.
All right. We got Sven.
Sven, oh god. No, Sven is good. Don't get me wrong, but compared to these LCK players, I might have blundered a bit. I will put him at 5.
Okay.
You
Next
said
we
5,
got
right?
yeah.
5 players. Okay.
So we got Lehens at 2, we got Sven at 5, and we got Viper at 4. Now we got Dardoch.
Oh God, it's over. Just wrap it up. Pack it up. I blundered. I blundered. I got too greedy. I guess he's at 3.
Okay. And last one is Xiaohu.
Shahu. I mean, that's a solid one. Let's go. His historic career. Historic career.
He is one of the better LPL mid laners. It's funny because I think, who was it? Spica ended up putting Faker 5th because it was the last one.
Oh
Tactical
my
put
God.
Faker 4th because it was also the last one. It was funny that they both got Faker on the last one. So at least you
Yeah,
didn't get
putting
Faker.
good players at number 1 is a trap. You gotta at least start at 2.
Yeah, most people
But then
start at
my
3.
Viper 4 was a blunder for sure.
Yeah, Dardoch 3. That's nice. I'm sure
I
he'll
mean,
like that.
his peak was popping.
It was his TL days were kind of fun, especially with the documentary that came afterwards. That was peak
Oh
content.
yeah, yeah. True.
So speaking a little bit more about your career here on NRG, you guys used to be very like creative, wherein like you guys actually played side lanes and you guys were like more, I guess, not as Korean esque. Like you would skirmish more and you played these different styles. But recently we've seen your Barons look like they have no direction. Like, you don't know if you want to turn. It's not necessarily the fact that you guys want to do Baron, it's like the situation around it. Is this a lack of like leadership? Is it not knowing whose roles need to happen? I know this is like speculation from the outside, but I just want to get like an insider look.
Yeah, I think our communication process still just needs some work. We need to be able to like hit the checklist that we set for ourselves as to why we play Baron and why we hit Baron and what like if we're turning and stuff like that. So I think we just definitely just need a better flow of like knowing everyone's roles and when we can do things. I think if we were able to, I mean, we've been getting better over the last week. Obviously, we still had one in game 1, I believe, but and a little bit in game 2 as well. Yeah, it's definitely a work in progress.
All right. Are there teams or a specific team that you guys like to emulate? For example, Mad Lions last year were really trying to play how BLG used to play, and they would like try to emulate that.
I mean, right now we're playing or playing. Right now we're watching a lot of Genji. Obviously, it's pretty hard to play to what they're capable of, but they're just very consistent in their play, and they always connect with each other well. So I think recently we've been trying to just really study them.
Okay, that's cool. Did you play Nidalee week 1? I don't think you did, right?
Yeah, I played a game 2 and it was abysmal.
Oh, I was gonna say, man, if you're watching Gen G,
I
just
think I
don't do
contributed
Nidalee.
to the 4 nearly. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Well,
I literally have like a 70 something percent win rate on Italy. New fans won't know that. I'm not saying my Italy performance was acceptable. I take blame for that. But
you
my
have a
Italy is more than that.
70%?
I
Really?
promise. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it was in academy though. So
All right. Well, I think we're running out of time. Thank you so much for the interview. It was really cool meeting you. I've been watching you since you debuted on Cloud9, and it was really cool seeing you come back in on EG when it looked like you weren't really going to get a team. So keep it up, and thank you. Bye.
appreciate that. Thank you. Bye bye.
Putting Vapor at 4 is so troll. I was really happy to get a interview with Contractz. Really cool. Like I said, I've been watching him since he first debuted, and it's been a long journey. It's crazy to think that he's like 7 years in, and the fact that I actually got it's still very surreal to me that I'm interviewing players and talking to them and being a part of the LCS like professionally, really. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. It's very surreal. This whole experience has been great. I've been having so much fun interviewing the players. The whole vibe of the LCS is great. The content that's been coming out is great. The Shopify losing has been horrible. Like, oh my god, that game against TL. If I spoiled it, I mean, just don't watch it. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what happened. Probably people guessed it, but there are a lot of people in the comments being like, "I told you so." It is what it is. We take it on the cheek. Yeah, thank you guys for subscribing. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Keep leaving comments. Let me know what I should do for my 2,000 subscriber celebration because I do want to celebrate it. It's a really important milestone for myself. So thank you guys.